LEX18 News at 5:30.
A Laurel County woman is dead. Now, state police must decide if it was an accident or something more. Get the details in tonight's LEX18 Big Story at 5:30. Good evening, I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Nancy Cox. Thanks for joining us at 5:30. Even on the night of her funeral, the exact cause of death of a Laurel County woman remains a bit of a mystery. Heather Higdon is live in the LEX18 newsroom with more on this puzzling death investigation.
Nancy, state police say they have one version of how Jessica Trimmer died. Now they have to make sure it's the right story. And that's tonight's LEX18 Big Story at 5:30. Just a short distance from the house she called home, the spot where Jessica Trimmer would spend her final moments. Highway 1956, Somerset Road, a rural area of Laurel County.
The initial report that we got was that she had jumped from the vehicle while it was moving, and the vehicle ran over her.
State police say that's the story as told by Jessica's boyfriend of several years, the man who the 28-year-old shared this house with. The man who told state police that he and Jessica had been in an argument when she tried to flee the car and he tried, unsuccessfully, to hold her back.
Not quite sure exactly what is the circumstances surrounding her injuries and her death.
His identity undisclosed. Right now, state police say no charges have been filed, but that could change if the man's story doesn't check out.
So that is what we're looking into right now to see if that's exactly what occurred.
State police say they do not suspect any alcohol or drugs. They say so far they haven't found any record of past domestic problems between the couple. Today we spoke with the boyfriend's father, who called this a tragic accident but did not want to comment on camera. Back to you.
Jessica Trimmer worked at the Corbin Cracker Barrel and had made a life in Kentucky, but she was originally from Butler County, Ohio. Her funeral is set for 7 tonight at the Webster Funeral Home in Fairfield, Ohio.
And imagine being on this scaffolding. 2 window washers were left dangling.
With coverage you can count on, this is LEX18 News at 5:30.
A father speaks out about the daughter he lost as state police continue the investigation into how she died. That's tonight's LEX18 Big Story at 5:30. Good evening, I'm Nancy Cox.
And I'm Kevin Christopher. Thanks for joining us at 5:30. Last night at this time, we brought you details of a death investigation in Laurel County. Now we've learned more about the victim. LEX18's Heather Higdon joins us with more.
Kevin, Jessica Trimmer lived only part of her life in the bluegrass. The Hamilton, Ohio native actually spent 6 years living and studying in Paris, France, before moving back to the States and making her new home in Laurel County with her boyfriend of 8 years. We hear from her father in tonight's LEX18 Big Story at 5:30. It's the face of a daughter and a mother of 2. 28-year-old Jessica Trimmer, her life taken along this Laurel County road Friday night.
It was kind of your worst nightmare come true.
From the family's home in Ohio, Jessica's father, Leonard, shares details of his daughter's life. A life that touched people across the country who wrote words of comfort to the family after hearing the news.
Suddenly you have to deal with them directly. Cemeteries and funeral homes and flower arrangements and gravestones and all of these things that you shouldn't have to deal with a 28-year-old beautiful girl.
Her death under investigation by state police. Detectives say Jessica's boyfriend told them the couple had an argument while in a car. According to his story, when she tried to get out, he tried to hold her in, accidentally running over her. Jessica's father says his focus now is looking after his grandchildren, who right now live in the home the couple shared in Laurel County.
We've got to find a way to help raise these children the best we can somehow, and we don't know how that's all going to unfold, in the future.
Leonard Trimmer says he knows his daughter is in a better place. His hope is that her smile will not be forgotten.
In the end, she was doing what she really was called for, to deliver food, to deliver that smile to everybody and touch people personally.
Again, Jessica's death continues to be an open investigation. State police say they plan to reconstruct the accident before they'll decide if any charges will be filed. Kevin, back to you.
Jessica Trimmer had worked at the Corbin Cracker Barrel. Her father says he was told they would hang her apron at the restaurant in her memory.
A truck